Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I'm coming to you on this beautiful day. It's one beautiful day today. I'm telling you, it's great. It's fantastic. You know, I got up today like 5 in the morning, and uh yeah, and then I try to ease into the day. I try to think, like okay, now what should I be thinking on? Like sometimes it's not always like this, but I think godly thoughts, I think godly thoughts get into God's presence, and let him speak to me that way. But I thought a nice topic for today would be, if at first you don't succeed, try again. I like that one. You fall off the horse, get back on. You miss the mark, try again. Try to hit it. Um, life is not always easy, not always kind, but it's always ready, for that person that doesn't give up. And that's what I'm saying to you guys today on this beautiful Saturday. It's beautiful, beautiful Saturday, and I don't know. It's about 80 degrees. It's really, really comfortable. It's nice, and beautiful. But here it is. It is July 31st, last day of July, 2026. You know, how was the month for you guys? Hope you did well. We had the past few days, it's been nothing but rain, and I let the rain, affect my attitude. I let it affect my attitude, Today's a beautiful day. Today's no rain, and it's just like, wow, fantastic. It's fantastic. In the sun, in the shade, anywhere. It's great. Um, but what do you think, guys? Do you give up when you don't succeed? Do you give up, or do you try again? Um, it's not always easy to try again. It's not always easy to say, well, I'm ready to get back on. Try again. Do it again. But that's what life is about. You know, recovery is a microcosm of life. When stuff's gonna happen, no matter if we're sober or clean, or drunk, it's gonna happen. It's just that I know there's a better chance of having a good outcome if I'm sober. And yeah, so I want to stay sober. I want to be sober. I, wa- I want I want that to be the put it on my gravestone if you want. He stayed sober. Because I do that on a daily basis, and I want to be sober when I die. I want to die sober. People, like, I've heard people say, I don't care about that. Well, I don't think about it, but when I do, because we can go anytime. People are dropping all the time, especially in recovery. You see people come, you see them go. Some never come back, you know, and yeah, it's a microcosm of the world. I wanna be sober when I pass, and I know how to do it because I've been doing it for a long time, one day at a time. I've been playing a sober game for a good long time, and I plan on staying sober for the rest of today. That's basically all I got. You know, that's all I got is today. Tomorrow comes, it'll be today. Then I'll deal with that. But it's not here yet, so I'll keep my feet planted right under me. Not in tomorrow, not in yesterday, but today. What do they say? If your feet are in yesterday or in tomorrow, you're pissing all over today, and I don't want to do that. Today's a good day to be alive. It's a good day to be sober. Good day to be clean. I'm here to tell you that you can do it. I'm living proof. And is there a God? Is there a God above up there? I'm living proof that there is. I've had too many things happen that have just been uncoincidental. A lot of times people say, like when God works in your life, when he does a miracle or whatever, that's his way of staying anonymous. Anonymous is good. Anonymous is good. And when you help people out, you do the same thing. Don't help them out with the hopes of getting found out. Help them out with the hopes of not getting found out. Because when you're doing it behind the scenes, God sees that. When you're trying to do it to please people, and it says somewhere in the Word too. It says if you do it to please other people, that's your reward. You do it to please God. God, who sees in secret, will reward you openly. He will reward you openly. So, do it to not get found out, man. It's really, really spectacular the way that works. I would have never believed it when I first came in, but here I am. When I came in here 34 years later, I'm still here, one day at a time. I'm still here one day at a time. That's a lot of days. Well, I don't know how many, but a lot. I'm working up a little bit of a sweat today. It's sunny and no humidity though. It's hot. It was hot. Now it's completely, totally cloudy. But when I was over there sitting, listening to the radio, yeah, it was hot. It was hot. I was getting baked in the sun. But so what are you guys doing today on this Friday, July 31st, last day of the month? And you know what that is, don't you? That's one and only. There's never going to be another July 31st, 2026 ever. And we have a chance to be in it. Isn't that great? Isn't that great news? It was never here before. It's here today, and here we are. And here I am, sober. I plan on staying that way. I'm gonna stay sober today. It's in my plan. I've been doing it a day at a time for a long, long time, and I plan on doing it today. Yeah, like I said, it's Friday. This is our, after this, we got a speaker meeting. We don't have the speaker, but we got a speaker meeting. And then, of course, Saturday, whatever, would be August 1st. And the 2nd, Sunday, will be our picnic. And I don't know, if it flops, I'll just tell everybody to blame me. I could take it. But I think it'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, it got cloudy and it's got dark. It's like, what the freak? That's okay. It's all right. It's all good. I'm not gonna take it personally anymore when I get less people at the meeting. If less come, great. If more come, great. Either way, God is there. I'm there. And God plus one is always a majority. I say that all the time when I share. When I share at meetings and stuff, I always say that first. Oh, the last, actually. As I end my thing, I say that. When I start my thing, I say, the age of miracles is still with us, and our own recoveries prove that, and I'm definitely one. Yes, I am. I'm one. I'm a miracle. I can't forget that. We all are. We all are. People that are staying sober. That goes against the grain for an alcoholic. It's yeah, it does. It really goes against the grain. And I'll tell you what, though, I've been doing it for a long time, and I don't crave a drink. The funny thing is, I go to a meeting every single day, and what do? We talk about alcohol, and I never get thirsty for it. It's like I never get a inkling to go back and test the waters again. And if you want to test the waters again, take my word for it, it's not worth it. Jails, institutions, and death. That's what you got to look forward to. if you want to go out and drink again. Jails, institutions, and death. You know, and death is final. You can't come back. You can't do it over. So, you know, I'm thankful that God Almighty gave me recovery, and it changed me as a person too. I'm not always the way I want to be, but you know, most of the time I pretty much am better than I was. You know, guys, I'm glad you tuned in. You know, it's great to have you guys, you know, here. You know, I do this for you guys, and if you wouldn't mind, give a like and subscribe, and please feel free to leave a comment. You know, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to chat about anything you want, anything. God bless you all. Love you.